Hello everyone, this is Sean Williams, bringing you the last live presentation, and I'd like to explain why this is the last one really quick, and then we get on with the presentation about an awesome new app that just launched for iOS, but it's been on Android, and that's called Supersense. So this is the last recording due to financial issues. I've been running a Zoom room for the last quite a few months now. Financial issues and also health issues as well. So the podcaster in me has not died yet. Excuse me, I think I slurred. The podcaster in me has not died yet. You will not see me going away. So I encourage you, please, please, please subscribe to the Technology Wizard, 2 words, YouTube channel, okay? That's the way you're going to get the latest and greatest podcasts. I'm still going to continue to podcast. Now, these the health issues, hopefully they can get under control. It's epilepsy, as you guys will know. If you guys are subscribed to the Technology Wizard YouTube channel or to my personal channel, I'll give you that too, because I review a lot of things in that channel. That is ShaunTeckno, one word. So if you want to subscribe to that channel, there's a lot of things I review on that channel as well, but subscribe to both channels actually. That would be greatly appreciated. So without any further ado, I'm going to play the recording, and we'll hear from our special guest, Shane Lowe. And I want to thank you guys for all your support, and you guys again for coming to these presentations. It really means a lot to me, and hopefully we can get to doing more live presentations. But for now, there'll be pre-recorded presentations. I really plan on doing one on a guide to Apple Watch, etc., etc. So without any further ado, I'm going to stop this recording and play you guys the recording of and demonstration of the app Supersense. Hello everyone, and thank you for joining this week's presentation. For those who watch in the archives, this is Sean Williams, and today we're going to be talking about an app called Supersense. And to discuss the app and go over some of the features, there we have Shane Lowe from the Supersense company. And Shane, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us to talk about this really cool app.
Thanks so much, man. My pleasure. I'm happy to be here.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thank you as well. So I guess I'd like to start out by asking, what gave you guys, the idea to start this app? I mean, people might say, well, there's X app, there's Y app. What gave you guys the initial, hey, let's do this. Let's make this uniquely different, more unique than other apps?
Yeah, so Supersense actually started because the 2 co-founders of the company, Mediate, came together, and one of them worked at MIT, did a lot of research centered around AI and computer vision at MIT, and the other one is an entrepreneur. He works in the business field for or to create products for underserved communities. Welcome. New phone number. And we, the company, came together to, those 2 decided that the blindness field was the underserved community that they felt the AI and computer vision would serve the best. And so that's when they started committing to Supersense. Supersense started on Android, actually. And on Android, it had the Find and Explore features. This was last year in 2019. And the Explore feature, as some of you might know, you can pan your camera around and it will tell you anything in your environment. It'll see desks, it'll see chairs, doorways, people, animals, over 600 objects. And then with the Find mode, you can select something specific, and when your camera sees that specific object, it will beep at you. From there, the developers surveyed people, users, blind users, and realized that what people were saying that they didn't have was a scanner that they could rely on, something that would read text or barcodes or currency, something that was universal and really easy and just very, very reliable. They didn't feel like they had that. And so that's what turned us to create Supersense for iOS, with all the features that it currently has and all the features that we're developing still.
Nice, nice. So with that, do you want to go ahead and we'll dive into the app, and you can tell me what object you're most keen to show off first, and I will definitely be glad to show that off, and we can explore this app.
Sure, absolutely. So if you want, we started with the Explore and Find features, so if you want, we can go ahead and cover those.
Sure.
Utilities for App Switcher. Supersense.
Let's see here.
Supersense. Explore button. Tap to open Explore screen. Button.
Okay, so let's see here.
Start.
Okay,
Explore
so we'll go
button.
to Explore.
Tap to open Explore screen. Object Explorer mode on. Button. Opens additional options.
Nice music.
Drawer. Drawer.
No problem. Let's see. I'll point at my Mac.
Laptop. Laptop.
All right. Point at the keyboard.
Laptop. Laptop. Computer keyboard.
Yep. There we
Laptop.
go. How about
Picture
TV?
frame. Computer monitor. Computer monitor.
Close.
Computer monitor. Television.
Oh,
Television.
There it goes. What about the stressor? Backing up a little bit.
Chest of drawers.
Yeah. Pretty close. What do you think this is?
Remote control.
That is correct.
Picture frame.
What is
Picture
this?
frame. Camera.
Could be. Depends on if it sees my webcam or my mic.
I wonder if it'll
Human
recognize your
face.
soundboard.
Let's see. Maybe my mic might be a little bit in the way of that. Oops, let's move this.
Whoa,
Sorry.
nice one.
I don't think so. I don't think it does. Huh, that is interesting.
I just recently got a soundboard my fiance got for me a couple of days ago, and so I've been playing with it. And so that's why my first thought was, I wonder if Supersense would recognize the soundboard.
Laptop.
Huh.
Laptop.
I don't recognize this document.
Cool. And do
Mobile
you have the
phone.
latest update with the Find
Laptop.
feature?
I do, yeah. Yep, so let's do that.
Find. Premium feature. But person category. Person.
Okay.
Human face. Human hand and
So this is actually one thing that I remember contacting you about, Shane, and just
Yep.
saying, hey, I really wish that this was here. All of a sudden, about a week later or so, it came out. So this is really cool. Let's go to the top and we'll see what we have.
back. Person category. Person. Human face. Human hand and more.
So one thing that I like is that you get basically a description. Okay, what is this person category? You don't need to tap on it. It'll tell you, briefly what this category is all about. Flip
Yeah,
to
it
the
gives
right.
you a couple of the
Seat
things
category.
in the category.
Yeah.
Seat category. Seat. Chair. Bench and more.
Cool.
Door category. Door. Door handle. Stair category. Stairs. Ladder. Trash can category. Trash can. Waste container. Vehicle category. Car. Bicycle. Train and more. Bathroom category. Toilet. Sink. Toothbrush and more. Kitchen category. Kettle. Microwave. Oven and more. Cups and bottles category. Coffee cup. Bottle and jug.
Might be useful for my morning coffee.
Nice.
Utensils category. Fork. Knife. Spoon and more.
That's actually good because I'm thinking let's say we weren't in this lockdown pandemic situation and you were at someone's house and you didn't, I don't know, maybe you wanted an extra to that feeling of independence. You could just pull out your phone and just see where your fork and knife are placed.
Or at a restaurant, if they put utensils on the table and you're not sure where the utensils are.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Bags and accessories category. Handbag. Umbrella. Earrings and more.
lot of categories.
Electronics category. TV, laptop, keyboard, and more.
Huh.
Electronics
Okay,
category.
let's try that one.
TV. Start.
Looking for objects in electronics category. Please scan around. Laptop.
Yep, that's right. So, let's see.
Television.
That's awesome. Saw something else.
I just love the bass
Laptop.
guitar.
Oh yeah, definitely. So do you know? Does this recognize microphones? Because I'm pointing it right at my Yeti Pro.
I'm not sure if it recognizes microphones, actually. It recognizes a ton of stuff, but I don't know if microphones are in that list.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, we're always adding new random stuff, so I'll have to make a note of that to see if we can get it to recognize microphones.
Okay, that'd be cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then after we developed these features to find and explore features was when we moved to the scanning stuff. And so the first thing we developed in the scanning mode or within the scanning suite of features was the quick reader, which is going to read anything in your area pretty much instantly. After that, we developed our document reader. And what's cool about the document reader is it's designed to be the most efficient to get a picture, but also the most accurate reader. And the reason it's the most accurate reader is because the guys at MIT and our developers worked to develop the best AI possible for this to process these images, and also the intuitive guidance system. The guidance directions for the document reader are really easy to follow. It's really simple to get a scan of a good scan of anything that you're trying to read so that it'll read it well to you.
Oh, nice.
And then after that...
Oh, sorry?
No, I was going to say, and then after that, we developed the currency reader, which is pretty simple. It can read, over 12 currencies, I think, right now around the world. It'll identify banknotes. And then we have the barcode reader as well, which now has new guidance so that it will beep when you get closer to a barcode, and it can identify products. And we rolled those four that I just talked about, plus the Object Explorer, into a Smart Scanner mode. So if you're in Smart Scanner, you can scan Sean's laptop, a $10 bill, a book page, without having to hit any buttons at all. You can scan all of those different things.
Oh yeah, definitely. So let's check that out.
Menu.
Yeah, let's do it.
Menu. Read button. Tap to open read screen.
Oh, hold on.
Button.
Lance, do you have a quick question?
Oh yeah. Is Supersense 2 words or just one word?
Just one word.
One word. Okay. Thanks.
Of course.
Menu.
Okay,
Menu.
so let's go
But
here.
read button. Tap to stop. Object stop.
Let's see
Button.
here.
That was animated.
Menu. Menu. Button. Menu. Back. Set. Tutorial.
Oops.
Subscribe. Feedback. Invite
Everything.
friends. Back.
Yeah, you want to go to the
Back.
read
Looking
button
for
to do that.
objects in
Premium
electronics
feature.
category.
Object Explorer.
Please scan
Stop.
around.
Button.
Oh, let's
Start.
do this.
Object find. Find. Premium feature.
Okay.
Button.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Person category. Seat category.
Oops.
Door category.
Oh jeez.
Door. Work. Traffic.
You want to go to the read
tables
button.
Back.
Go
Okay.
back
Walmart.
and then go to the read button.
Looking for objects in
Supersense.
electronics category. Please scan
Stop.
around.
Object.
Really quick.
Stop. Button. Stop. Menu. Read button.
There you go.
Read button.
Document mode on.
Supersense. Menu.
Okay, let's go to
Button.
smart mode.
Explore button. Tap to stop. Explore button. Explore.
Object
Find.
Explorer
Wrong
mode
way.
on.
Object Explorer.
Table.
Oops.
Premium.
Sorry.
Find.
Oh, that's right.
Object Explorer. Premium. Stop. Button. Read menu. Read button. Tap.
There it is.
Document mode on.
Menu. Explore button. Stop. Select feature. Document
That's
reader is
right.
active. Button. Smart
Let's go to
scan.
Smart Scan.
Premium. Quick. Smart scan.
Smart
Stop.
scanner mode
Button.
on.
Okay, so I'm just gonna aim it toward a
Stops the
document
scanning
that I
process.
have.
T. Track Seri. ADNWE Tacto Te.
Ugh. Looks like it's in quick. What am I
S
trying to
very
say?
mu. In F
Quick
tackle.
text.
Well get bok.
Thanks very much. Enough. Now,
Try
I
lifting
just
your
went
phone up
down
a little
couple
bit
of
higher
leads,
so that I can see
starting
the
to
whole
fall
page.
apart, and did IG very windy home what the current temperature is. The temperature, as this writing, is 43 in effect. Thanks very much, and I will get back to the dare. I am seeing in my office chair.
Sometimes
the temperature
the
of
app
this
gets a little
writing
bit
is
stuck
in
in the
effect.
quick read.
Thanks very much, and
So when I
I will
want to
get
scan a
back to
document,
the
I will switch to the
demonstration.
document
Select
mode
Yeah,
feature.
specifically.
Sean, if I can
Smart
be a
scan is
little
active.
help,
Button.
what you want
Sure.
to do is go to
Opens a
go to
screen to
read,
select
and
different
then you
modes and
want to
read
go
history.
to document read, and it will guide you from there as to where to aim
One.
the phone properly and line it up with the document, and it'll get a perfect,
Right. I was
near
actually just
perfect
demonstrating
read.
smart scan just to
Smart
see
scan.
if
Okay.
if it would
Yes,
pick up.
it wasn't feeling very smart today.
No.
Does it recognize
Stop.
colors?
Does it
Recognize what?
Sorry.
Colors.
Colors.
No, actually, that's one of our projects that we're researching right now is a color identifier that actually works. We're trying to create a color identifier that really works well because I haven't found one that works super successfully. So we want to make sure we make a quality color identifier.
Well, that would be helpful, especially if you have people that want
Select
to
hyphen menu.
Hold on,
Absolutely.
just one second. Let me just stop this.
Menu. X stop button.
Okay.
Start.
Sorry. Go ahead, Renee. What? Okay, I thought she said something. Okay,
Select
let's see
feature.
here. So I'll go to
Smart
document
scan is smart back. Quick read. Document read. Premium document mode on button. Move 1 inch to the left. Move 1 inch to the left. Rotate to 1 clock position.
Okay, let me see.
Move 1 inch forward. Move 1 inch forward. Processing.
This is the interesting part.
There you go. See how that does? It's processing.
Yeah, I love that music.
Oh yeah.
Document is
of
ready for
document.
reading. This is a short text document to say if Supersense can read the entire document. Now, I just went down couple of lines. I am sitting in my office chair, which is starting to fall apart, and it a very windy day outside. Hold on, I'll ask my Google Home what the current temperature is. The temperature, as of this writing, is 43 degrees, and there's a high wind warning in effect. Thanks very much, and I will get back to the demonstration. End of the document.
Yeah. Now I got a question. First of all, I really like the ability to send it to send it by mail, to send the document to yourself by mail, email, and kind of paste it and copy and paste it into a document, electronic document, so you can read. You can just read it at a later time on any device of your choice. Also, but I did want to ask: is there in the current where the document mode? Is there a decolumnize for like magazines and so forth? Is where it'll read one column at a time when it's processing, and also will it read like in a book or magazine? Will it read like left and right pages? Like what the left side first and then the right side.
So when you have, what I try to do for facing pages is I try to show it only one page specifically to scan each individual page at a time, because otherwise it might get confused between the two pages. You could cover the other page, or you can also just angle your phone so that it only sees one of the pages. As for columns, that's another one of our projects. We actually just finished the research and development on a column processor that will be able to read magazines and things like that. And so now we're working on integrating something like that into Supersense.
Okay, good. Like a column mode or an automatic, detection of column detection. Of course, now with charts and tables and stuff like that, it might have a little more difficulty.
Right.
So a question on the document scan, because that one's the one that's kind of tripping me up a little bit. So I guess the question is, so let's say we wanted to get that picture perfect 100%. What are some scanning tips that you could provide to better have that document read a little bit better?
So what was nice about that scan was, if I heard it correctly, there was only one error, maybe two. I think I heard 2 errors there.
Yeah, I think there was like 2.
Which is pretty good. What you can do, there are a couple of things that you can do here. One is that you can edit the text, so you can correct those couple of errors yourself. If they're, if you can obviously tell what they are in context, you can easily correct those errors. Or if you want to try again, you can also scan the document again, and the guidance will help you. It's important that you have enough light. The app flash mode should be set to auto by default, so that will help you with light, so that you don't have to worry about that. It also could be, if there's a wrinkle in the page, or if there is something that might be casting a shadow on the document or obscuring a letter or something, that could be part of the cause too.
Okay. And then, so let's say the papers and landscape. What would you recommend for that? Because obviously, the phone's in portrait right now.
Right.
So can
so your paper was printed in landscape?
It was printed in portrait.
Okay. So if it's printed in landscape, the guidance will still be able to handle that.
Okay, perfect.
It will still fit in the frame of your camera.
So let's say you just get a piece of paper and you take it out of your handbag or whatever, and it's upside down, but you don't know it's upside down. Will Supersense kind of orientate the text?
Supersense will read it. Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
And I suppose with landscape, probably the best way is just, if you know it's landscape, the best thing is to turn it lengthwise.
Yeah, of course. It always helps for it to be turned properly, for the document to be turned properly, so that the processor has to do less work, because the less work that the processor has to do, the quicker you'll get your scan back as well.
Yeah, because one thing I've noticed, I think so far the thing I've had the most problem with, and it's understandable, is receipts. I guess because the print is so small, but of course, like I said, it read my fortune just fine. But I guess it just depends on the quality of the print from the receipt.
We actually developed something that will read receipts perfectly. The problem is there hasn't been a lot of demand for it. Now, this is one thing that I always like to tell people.
Yeah, when you get something new like this, you like to try different stuff out.
Absolutely, yeah. We have a lot of features that we want to develop. We have a lot of things in the pipeline that that can come out, or that we can prioritize differently. And so we prioritize all of our features based on what people ask about, what people say they want to see, what people request. And so the more we hear about something, the more likely it is we'll come out with it sooner. So if there's anything that you want to see, do let me know, so that we can send that up the priority chain.
So I'd like to make a comment on the receipt issue. So I know that perhaps it's one of those things I'm thinking that maybe a lot of people don't think about, like saying, hey, we want to be able to read our receipts, because most apps don't read them that well. So maybe could it be advertisement that just letting people know it's there? Because I personally think it would be great to be able to read receipts.
Absolutely, I completely agree. I think that's a good idea. And because we have it, we have it completed, we just haven't worked it into the app yet, it should be pretty easy to implement. So hopefully we'll be able to put that in really soon. Even if it doesn't get a ton of requests, we already have it so close to completion, we may as well put it in the app to help people out if they might need it.
Well, I am definitely looking forward to using that feature.
Absolutely. I'm gonna send that out to the developers as soon as we wrap up here. I'll be sending that out to the developers so that we can work on that receipt reader this week.
You can add another one to that list of folks who are interested in that.
Oh, thank you.
Tom Jones said that.
Cool. We're up to 4 now for the receipt reader.
5.
Yes.
Yeah.
5. Oh, okay.
Incidentally, I invested in the lifetime subscription. I think it was one of the best investments I made.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you.
So since we're on that thing of scanning, I'd like to ask one more question. How would it for reading, let's say, pill bottles, the instructions, let's say, how do you take your medicine, or you got a nutritional supplement, you want to read the instructions, how would it with that?
Those are difficult. Those bottles are really difficult. The way that I would recommend to read those is by the barcode. I would use the barcode scanner for that because it's very difficult for the quick read and even the document read to get text on a round surface sometimes. We are working on a solution for that. It's just one of those complex problems, so it's a work in progress for sure.
Part of the problem is that you can only see 180 degrees worth of information and try and decide what came from the front end around to that point where it can see, and that back end is difficult.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you have it maybe have a bottle and can mode put in, and then it would direct you to
turn the bottle or can clockwise.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, something like that. Like turn the bottle to 6 o'clock, kind of like it does now. But like one thing that I've kind of not, I don't know if you want to say confused with, but like when it says like go 1 inch forward and I went 1 inch forward, that will
means
it
toward
take...
the top of the page, right? Yeah.
I'm sorry?
When forward means
right.
Correct. It means toward the top of the page, right? Or away from you. Move away from you. Yeah.
Okay, because I've done it, and then it says go 1 inch forward. So I wasn't sure does the camera kind of take a little while to focus? I'm guessing that's what's happening.
It usually focuses instantaneously. What might have happened, and I'm just speculating, of course, what might have happened is that it might have thought 1 inch forward, and then you moved an inch forward, and it still wasn't completely in focus, so it wanted you to move another inch forward.
Okay, that's probably what.
Because it's looking for that top edge.
Okay. And speaking of top edges, is there a way, or could you guys add something where it says text cut off on bottom, text cut off on right or left, just so we get a general idea of what was captured?
The app actually does that in the background. So when it's the way that it gives you those guidance directions is by detecting where the edges are, so it won't take the picture unless the edges are all visible. The reason it doesn't say that is because I think is it Seeing AI that is the one that says the edges or talks about the edges?
I know that.
People were saying that was really confusing for them. A lot of people said they wanted the guidance directions. They wanted the guidance directions to be simpler and kind of more personal. So that's why we don't say we don't give you directions relative to the document or relative to the edges of the document.
Okay, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the question I have for the scanning option, would you recommend that, or would it be advisable if people chose to purchase like a reading stand or anything like that? I mean, that would keep the phone from moving around, but would you recommend that, or would you just recommend individuals just using the phone and holding it, stuff like that?
I think it's up to you. I think it depends on individual cases. For some people, if you don't like to orient your camera, or if you have difficulty with fine motor skills, or if your hands are shaky, or just for any reason, if you feel like it would give you more confidence, you're more than welcome to purchase a stand. There's one that I've experimented with a little bit. I'd be happy to send the link if you'd like. But also, you just heard Sean's document where he was scanning it just with the phone. So using a scan won't necessarily help the accuracy, but it will help with stability a little bit if you don't feel like you can hold the camera stably enough, or you don't want to hold the camera stable enough.
Okay, nice.
It's half past the hour.
So does anybody have any questions for Shane? And I'll open it up for the questions.
Yeah. Hi.
How much does this cost?
Hey man, nice music.
My question is, can you use Braille with it?
You mean can you scan Braille?
Yeah.
No,
no,
you
not
can't
scan Braille, but can you read it? Like,
oh yeah, with a Braille display. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Thanks.
Of course.
Okay, I have a question about the scanner part. If you have, let's say, a 3-page document, and you scan one page and then you want to add the other 2 pages. Can you do that and then save the document?
Yeah, absolutely. So in that feature selection menu that Sean was scrolling through a little bit ago, there's a multi-page document scanner. So you can click on that and you can scan, as many pages as you need to into that document and then save it.
Okay, very good.
Thank you so much.
I
think I heard someone ask about the price. I wanted to answer that really quick. So you can either buy Supersense. Let me go back. When you download Supersense, you get a 7-day free trial. You get a week to try it out. And then you also, after that, because you guys have listened to me talk for half an hour, and I really appreciate that, I will be happy to, if you reach out to me, I'll give you my contact info, and I will send you a promo code so that you can access the app for another month for free if you want to keep playing with it and using it for a little while longer to assess it. So I'll give you a free month on that. And then afterward, if you want to buy the app, you can either buy it on a subscription plan, so you can pay $5 per month or $50 annually, or you can buy it for lifetime access for $100. And that includes all of our updates, all of our new features, everything for $100.
That's good. That's good.
Thank you so much. And then I will, are all of you okay with, oh no, I think I saw somebody come in on the phone, so that won't help. So I'll go ahead and give my info here. If you'd like to reach out to me to get that promo code, you can call or text me. My number is 502-435-2671. That is 502-435-2671. Or you can email me at shane@mediate.tech. That's SHANE at MEDIATE.TECH.
Is there a family plan? Like if my husband.
No,
and
we
I...
don't have a family plan actually.
Okay.
It works like the the same restrictions as the Apple ID. It's based on the account and the Apple ID. So you can add a couple of other devices. If you have other devices that you want to use the app on, you can add a couple of devices, but there isn't a specific family plan, no.
Yep, I do that actually for the Technology Wizard equipment. I have a different Apple ID, so I definitely do that.
Yeah, you can have, and if you're having trouble with that, you can always reach out to us and we can help you out, because your subscription applies to all devices. So, as many devices as you want to use Supersense on, you can log into the same account and it'll work.
Oh, okay, because I have an iPhone and I have an Android phone, and the Android phone has, and I think I have Supersense on both of them, but I kept it in the free thing because I wasn't sure how it was going to work, and my month was running. And the month was running out, and I do think
it's kind of a surprise because she and I are both talking at the same time. Sorry about that, Renee. What I was going to say is that when I went to download it, and while you guys were talking, I was kind of multitasking and downloading the app at the same time. And when I went to look for it in the App Store, it said re-download, suggesting that I might have had it before, but I didn't remember having it before. So this is great.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Very cool. I'm sorry, Renee, what were you saying?
No, I have it on 2 different phone numbers. So and so I wasn't sure how, if I was going to use it, let's say I spent $100 for the app, and I put it on the iPhone. Can I use it? Is there a way for I can use it on another phone number?
On the Android?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can reach out to me and I can help you get that set up. Right now we don't do that. It won't do that automatically, but I can help you get that set up.
Okay.
You can just send me an email and we'll work on that for you.
Yeah, Tom, I hope you made note of his email. I didn't.
Well, if later on maybe we could find out, get his email address down again.
Yeah, I can send it in the chat too if that's helpful.
My thing.
Yeah, that is helpful.
Let's see.
Sure, I'll be happy to do that. I'll send that in the chat real quick.
Hold
And
on.
maybe Sean can pop us the. Well, that's all right. We'll get it.
Well, right now my Zoom isn't working. I'm just like on this web page, and it's still
I see.
So I didn't want
I
to.
see.
Let me just go into my notes and write
Sure, and I
it
can.
down.
Yeah, I'd be happy to give it to you. I just sent
can do
the
it
phone
later.
number and the email in the chat too. If
Notes,
anybody
hold on, let me get
would like to copy it from there.
Okay, so now what's your phone number again?
The phone number is 502 435 2671.
2671 and how do you spell your name? Shane?
Yes.
And then your last name?
Lowe, Lowe.
Lowe. Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. And then your email?
The email is my first name, Shane, at mediate, which is spelled MEDIATE, dot TECH.
I got it. Okay.
Very
I got the phone number 502-435-2671.
Thank you very much for
I
giving
did
us that.
download it on my
Of
Android.
course, my pleasure.
And then I downloaded it again on my iPhone, and I remember, an email coming saying that, would you like to, upgrade the device? And I'm like, well, I got it on 2 different phones, so that's why I never did anything with it.
Oh yeah, no, we'll help you out with that. No problem. No worries. Any other questions? I'm happy
Monopolize
to
everything.
answer anything. What's up?
Yeah, Shane.
Yes, sir.
Which iOS does this run under?
This will run under 12 and later, I believe. Might be 11 and later.
Oh, okay, good.
It's 11 or 12. I'm the kind of person who tends not to update stuff unless I have to. If it's working fine, then I don't like to update stuff. And before I started working at this company, I was on iOS 10.3. That was December of 2019.
My gosh.
And I had to upgrade to iOS. I think I had to upgrade to iOS 12, or it might have been 11, one of the two, so that I could install the app that I was supposed to be working on. So, fun story.
Wow. 10.3.
Thank you guys so much for listening to me. Remember, please reach out. Please get in touch if you want that free month promo code. I'm happy to send that out to you.
Shane, this is HK speaking.
Hi.
Does the Supersense thing, would it read emails?
If you have an email up on your computer screen, yes, it would totally read an email.
Oh,
No
okay.
problem.
That's good to know.
Yeah, of course. No problem, man.
Hey, Shane,
I
this
think
is,
you had your hand raised.
yes, I did. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, Shane, just to let you know, man, you're doing a really good job presenting the stuff. I mean, Shane is really helping me get like a 1 month thing to tinker around it, and so far, I really like it for what it is. Seeing with like the camera and like the moving verbal directions, it's pretty interesting. So yeah, I really like it. So yeah, good job on your part participating with this stuff and with Supersense.
Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate that. That's really cool.
no
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Does anybody have any more any other questions? Okay. Well, Shane, I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come and have a chat with us about this awesome app.
Thank you so much, man. Anytime.
From here.
Thanks for having me here. This was a lot of
Shane,
fun.
sorry, before you go, can I ask one more question?
Of course.
Okay. This is dealing with a multi-page scanner.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
say you're giving us a stack of papers, somebody, and this has happened to me a lot. Somebody hand me a stack of papers and says, "Get this read," and they hand it to you upside down. Okay. Now, in other words, you get the last page on top. So, and then it's print on it. So, can the scanner tell you whether things are orientated, like whether it's upright or upside down, so that way you could kind of get an idea of what you should be looking at?
It won't tell you that it's upside down. I'm actually talking to the developers about getting something like that, so it'll tell you the orientation of the document in case that's something that people need to know. What I would do currently in that situation is I would scan the last page, and if it doesn't make any sense, I would flip the whole stack over and start with the other page.
That's what I do now. And like I said, sometimes, if it's upside down, you got it. You may have to particularly on a book. If it's a printed,
Yep.
So,
absolutely. And let me know if there's anything else that I can add to the app for you, or if anything's not working well. Seriously, get in touch about anything. I'd love to keep in touch with you guys.
Oh yeah, and thanks a lot for coming.
Yeah, my pleasure. This was a lot of fun. I'd love to do this again. If you guys, if there's a lot of questions, a lot of stuff, I'd be happy to come back anytime. This is a really great time. Had a lot of fun.
You might have other people getting in touch with you. Like I don't know if you've ever heard of Tech Talk. It's on Monday nights from accessibleworld.org. Yeah, they might be getting in touch with you.
Oh, really? Cool. I'd love to talk to them. It'd be a pleasure.
Awesome. Well,
make sure you tell them that you could scan receipts.
I'm going to stop the recording, but Shane, before I do, I just want to thank you again for your time.
My pleasure. This was a ton of fun, and I'll add that an 8th person for the scanning receipts.
Oh,
I got it.
Are you the one who? Awesome. Are you the one who created the audio tutorial that's built into the app?
Yes, I did.
I might mention, it's no big deal with me, but some people might have objection to your in that tutorial, your speech is like blast. I think most people would appreciate a bit slower, at least when listening to
I realized that as soon as we put it into the app. I didn't even think about it until we put it into the app, and I was like, oh my god, my speech is still at 100%.
Good lord.
It was flying away. So yeah, sorry about that. Anyone who has trouble with the tutorial, I will give you the tutorial personally, directly to you over the phone or FaceTime. You call me, and I will give you the tutorial personally.
Can you send it out via email if people want it? Is there a
What's
way to
that?
do that? If people want it via email, can you do that?
The tutorial?
Yeah.
The tutorial is built into the app, actually. The current one. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you can check it out in the app. If you've already skipped past it and you've already got the app set up, you can still access it from the menu.
Actually, I'm going to download it today.
Okay,
so
cool.
If you don't hear from me in 7 days, it means I like it so much. I'm going to go ahead. I went ahead and bought it.
Okay. That sounds great. I think that's the only time I'll say I look forward to not hearing from you.
If you're looking for a scanning app, an OCR, definitely worth it. Best I've ever seen.
Thank you so much, man. Absolutely a pleasure.
Oh yeah, no problem. Oh, the record file stopped. So if Shane, if you want to sit down here and take more questions, or if anybody has any additional questions, feel free to ask.
Sure, absolutely.
Just unplugging my iPhone, and there we go.
These are off the record questions.
My other question: how far away can you be? Like, in other words, if you're in an airport, and I always have to ask for somebody to read the flights or whatever, billboards and things like that. How far away can you hold your phone for the thing that'll read stuff like that? Like even like in a fast food restaurant, like let's say, there's a lot of things like a Taco Bell, and I guess you could read it online, but if you're at there and, it's like taking the time to go to online, whatever, to their website and go look at the menu. It's always way up high, away from you. So how far away can you hold the phone? Will it read like signs and billboards and fast food stuff?
So a lot of that depends on the kind of phone that you have, the phone camera that you have. The newer the phone, the better the camera. So you'll still be able to get high resolution images from farther away. So that's something that you can really experiment with. It also depends on what mode you're using. You have to be a bit closer for document read to take that picture, but it's going to be a lot more accurate. So it's something to play around with. It depends a lot too on the font of the sign or the menu. It depends on if there's any obstacles in your way. There are lots of factors that can get in the way of it, but it does work.
Yeah, I've got an iPhone 11 Max Pro with that.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to get some good images then from far away. You can kind of experiment with that, and you should be able to get pretty good quality images, pretty high quality images from farther away.
You know, I was just thinking about in the Explorer mode, if you're in transit mode and you're walking down a street and you come to a corner, and is it able to find street signs?
It will tell you a sign, yes.
That's cool.
Wow, really?
Stephen Crouch here. Just off the hook question. Forgive me. But did you ever record a 7-part series of 3D Velocity on black screen gaming?
Yes, sir, I did.
Yes, you know what? I have it, and it's amazing.
Thank you so much. Yes, I did do that.
Yeah, man.
That's the one where with 3D Velocity 1.5 and TDV2.
Yes.
Right?
Yep, that's it.
Oh my goodness. Did you get those from Black Screen Gaming?
Yes.
Did you download those?
Yeah, with Smoke, Pyro, and Jimmy Dub or whatever.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
man.
dude. Thank you so much. Do you follow the arcade? For anyone who doesn't know, for anyone who doesn't know, I do a show, an informal talk show on Sunday nights called The Arcade. And actually, I'm sorry, man, I didn't catch your name. What's your name?
Stephen Crouch.
Nice to meet you. Oh yeah, we've emailed a few times.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So yeah, Stephen downloaded a gameplay series that I recorded. We partnered with BlackScreenGaming.com for a couple of months on the show before I founded my new network called Venom, and now we do this weekly show called The Arcade, this informal talk show. We play games and stuff and have a really good time. It's so cool that you that is fantastic.
Part
never know where your
was
fastest going to come up and find you.
Was absolutely fun because you guys got to play musical instruments in part 2.
Oh yeah, we were just messing around.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we were playing drums. That's what I've got.
Yep.
I've got the my soundboard. I've been miking up my drum kit and lining all that stuff into the board. So yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah. So does the Audio Arcade have like a website or like a podcast thing that you can download?
Sure. Yeah, you can go to venom.fm and you can check out the arcade. And there's all kinds of stuff up there.
Okay. Venom.fm.
Yep. Venom,
okay.
venom.fm. You can check that out. Cool.
Okay, that's
really
actually a website. Just type in venom.fm, right?
Yep, it's a website.
All right, cool.
That's neat.
Shane, it would be great if Supersense, this may be not able to be done, but it would be great if Supersense could sort of interact with some of the games. I don't understand what games you were talking about, but I play these Facebook games, but sometimes there's a lot of reading in there, and I have to turn voiceover off to even interact with the games. Right now I'm playing different solitaire games with like Fairway and other stuff, but there's other games that are visual that you have to interact with it without voiceover. It doesn't work and it doesn't read. And it would be nice if Supersense could somehow work with those games. I mean, I know that there's games for the blind like Dice World and whatever else, Dominoes or whatever, but I'm bored with those games, and I have some vision and I have some new glasses, and so I'd like to see colors and things, and I can't seem to find any games in the blind community that pique my interest. So being low vision, I've tried to play some games that have a lot of color in it, and and the solitaire games are pretty simple, but now sometimes they have different things that you have to read, and I can't see it to read it, and the games don't work with voiceover.
One thing you can do now, actually, I forgot to mention this on the recording. You can import, with Supersense, you can import photos from your photo library as well as PDF documents. So what I would do if I were you, I would take a screenshot of whatever page on the game you are at that needs to be read, and you can import that screenshot into Supersense and it'll read it for you.
Oh, okay. Well,
do you know how to take a screenshot?
On the phone, no. Or on the iPad, no. Because I usually play them on the iPad because I can zoom in and make out some of the letters. I don't know how to do screenshots.
You can hit the home button and the lock button simultaneously. It'll take a screenshot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, and then how do you import it into Supersense?
You go into Supersense in the select feature. You can hit there's an import button. You can hit the import button, and it will take you to your photo library. And you can select the most recent photo, which will be your screenshot, and it'll read it for you.
Oh, okay, all right, okay, and and that might work. And sometimes they don't leave the screen up there very long, so I have to be really quick to take the screenshot because they usually disappear. They want you to do something, or But yeah,
right.
Well, that's
right. Of course, absolutely, yeah. And if there's anything else you need, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I was wondering. Darn, I didn't ask this on the recording either. Oh well. But the import the PDF, I was thinking about that, and one app I was having trouble with. There was an app where I was using to import a PDF college book, and it was basically saying, no, it's too many pages. Does Supersense have that trouble? Like, because it was like
I don't think so. I've never seen a page limit, so give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah, it should work fine. If there is a page limit, let me know, and I'll get the developers to raise it. That's what we'll do.
Okay. Yeah,
yep,
thankfully those college books are history now. Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
They were horrible.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, they were messy. By the way, I'm recording here locally as well, so if you want to extend it, I can send you my copy as well.
Okay. Okay,
That's
nice.
No problem. If you want to post that too.
Okay.
Since it's got the extra questions at the end. We said they were off the record. They're really not off the record. I guess they're not off the record.
There you go. That's fine. That's fine. I think that now that I've heard about it, I do think it's worth $100. To do it.
Sure.
But I just so I might put it on my Android phone first, since I'm trying to find more uses for the Android phone, and it's an Android 8. Will it work on the Galaxy 8?
It should, yes. I believe so. And also,
which platforms? Oops, sorry.
What I was going to say
platforms?
Was I'm also not sure about the. I usually work on the iOS side of Supersense, so I'm less familiar with the workings of Android. So I'm not sure what the compatibility is, what the cross-platform purchasing policy is if you buy it on Android. I know that if you buy it on iOS, we can give you full access on Android, but I'm not sure if that goes the other way. I would assume that it does, but feel free to just send me an email and I'll connect you with people on the Android side so we can work on that. I just don't want to make any false promises.
No, that's fine.
I'm sorry, was there another question?
Yes, I was just curious to know which platforms this app or program works on. Is it strictly smartphones, or does it work with computers of any type?
It works on iOS and Android devices. Unfortunately, we don't have any computer program.
Oh no, that's fine. That's excellent.
Cool. Anything else? Anything I can help with? No problem. You can reach out to me via phone or email anytime. Happy to chat about anything. And of course, there is also, if you want to hear the gameplay and the current events conversation, then I'll see you on Venom.fm at 7 p.m. tonight. For the
Yeah,
arcade.
venom.fm.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. I will make sure to check that out.
Yep. We'll be on there tonight. Sean, thank you so much for this. This is so much fun. I had a really great time here.
Oh, no problem. No problem whatsoever.
Great. Keep in touch, man. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Shane.
Thank you very much, Shane, for coming on to this presentation to have a chat with us about this awesome application. As I said in the beginning, the live presentations are going to stop for now. However, I will be offering tech support if you guys want to call to get some tech support, mainly on mobile devices. I can try to assist with computers, but I feel more comfortable assisting with mobile devices. 575-742-8613. Feel free to call that number again. It's 575-742-8613. And I can assist you the best I can. And we can hopefully learn some new stuff together. And until then, I will see you guys next time, where we will be discussing the benefits of the Apple Watch. So again, like I said earlier in the beginning, feel free to subscribe and stay up to date, because you're not going to get rid of me that easily. I'm going to be doing some tutorials from time to time, and next, like I said, on the Apple Watch, getting started with the Apple Watch. So thanks again, guys, and I will see you in the next video.